Hey guys, occasionally we get questions from people about what is happening at the old farmhouse. There's a couple of people who are interested in what the unskilled labourer gets up to there apparently. So a lot of it's just stuff like this, gardening, watching gardening, making a video about gardening would be about as interesting as watching grass grow, wouldn't it? But just stuff like this. It's spring, so okay, clean out the pond, fill it with rainwater from our rainwater tank, and then the fish are more happy and the plants are more happy. Those dodgy looking water plants there will go really nice and green and sprout flowers over the next couple of months. That'll be a nice healthy little scene there over the next couple of months. Put some fertiliser on the trees, because from now it'll start getting warm, we'll get some rain and everything just powers over the next few months, getting into summer. All this sort of browny looking ground that you can see here will all go green. Someone might be interested in this. You cannot dig a hole in this town without finding some pottery. Look at that. And this is normal. No one's interested. Try and show this to someone in this town, they're not going to be interested, because everywhere you dig a hole you find pottery. And because you don't, no idea how old it is, whether that's 10 years old or 500 years old, no idea. Isn't it amazing? And it's just everywhere. Car parks are just littered with it. This is sort of mildly interesting to some people too, perhaps. If you buy a tree in Japan, sometimes they come in a pot like the black one there, but quite often wrapped in hessian and really neatly tied up with string. So you just undo the knot on the string, take off the hessian, and you can go ahead and plant the thing in the ground. So we're just trying to sort of put up a bit of a curtain there. You've got the dodgy old house next door. The old guy next door is not much of a DIY guy, so the place is looking a bit sad. So another tree there to try and give us a bit more, shield that view a bit. And while we're wandering around the garden, someone might be interested in having a look at how the cherry blossom's going. It actually flowered November, December, January, February, and this particular type does that. And at that time it had no leaves at all, and then it dropped the flowers, and now it's sprouting these leaves. And over the next couple of months those branches will go crazy and it'll burst again, get bigger again. Every year it gets a bit bigger. It's still new, so those of you who haven't seen that tree before, it's still new, still young, but it gets a bit bigger every year. So of course the cherry blossoms and plum blossoms and so on get all the coverage when it comes to spring in Japan, don't they? That's what everybody talks about. But these are the things, these little yellow ones that pop up, and the white ones pop up, and pink ones, and just flowers everywhere in Japan. All year round, actually, all year round. But particularly in spring, everywhere you go, there's little flowers, different colours popping up all over the place. Beautiful. And while we're talking about that, we'll just wander over here and look over the fence. There's an old house next door that nobody's lived in for 30 years or something. It's all overrun and sad looking. However, it does have this nice tree. Have a look at this. Pretty, isn't it? So yeah, watching gardening videos, a bit like watching grass grow. But some people did ask, so that's what's been happening. More videos coming soon.